our chief guest, Superior General of the Montfort Brothers of St. Gabriel, Reverend Brother John Kalarakal, the Provincial of Trichy Province, Reverend Brother Irudayam, the other team of brothers from India, former Provincial Brother Mariannan, distinguished guests, Reverend Fathers, Sisters, Brothers, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, what comes to my mind is, how can I thank the Lord for His goodness to me and to my diocese? I only thought of an international school, but it turned out to be a very big school with a lot of facilities. The origin of it, I must tell you, as a bishop, I wanted to start because my predecessor, Bishop Emeritus Thomas Southernagan, asked me several times to start an English international school. But I refused because the problem was to find the teachers to teach the students in English medium. Then he said, why there are one or two schools running here, how do they manage? I said, a girl who worked under me, not even my secretary, has gone there to teach English. Then you know the standard, my lord. Then he said, oh. So as I became bishop, I thought of pursuing his dream and asked the provincial of the Oblates of Mary Immaculate Congregation to start a school in Kilinochchi where I'll be able to give them land. And he declined that offer and said, no, we won't be able to do it. Then I asked the Claretian congregation, because they have enough priests and brothers, and they can always train them and bring them. And I invited Father Rex Constantine, the provincial at the time, and he came, met me, and went back, and came back the next day and said, my lord, nobody else can do it. There is one congregation in India, Montfort Brothers of St. Gabriel. I said, I have not heard about it because I have been in India with the Jesuits, the Salesians and all that. So he said, don't worry, why don't you invite them? So I invited, and the team came here, and we went around looking. Father Vicar General told what happened. And then they invited me to Trichy to see their schools. I went there, visited 4 schools, and in the evening we were to have dinner. And I had second thoughts of inviting them here because they were so big and beautiful. I felt, my St. Patrick's College is nowhere. So I was wondering whether to invite them or not. But anyway, Brother Marianan said, Andavare, kavarapadadenga, naanga seirom. That's what he said. Bishop, don't worry, we will. So I very reluctantly invited them. And then when we were chatting and going around, then I said, you should not be stopping with AL, advanced level. They should be able to continue their studies further to get a degree. Then they said, oh, we have our own university. Where? In Bangkok. I said, is it Assumption University? He said, yes. Oh my God. Another huge, beautiful university they have in Bangkok. I had visited stayed there for a seminar, and it's wonderful. So all these things put together, I said, if the Lord wants it, it will happen. And I admire the dedication and devotion of former provincial Brother Mariannan and the present provincial Brother Irudayam, and of course the man on the field, Brother Maria Pragas. Whenever I come to see him, he was alone, and then this corona trouble came up, so he had to send the people away, and he celebrated his 25 years of profession here. And fortunately, the deanery fathers all loved them, and they were supporting him during that time. So I'm ever grateful to these, our Superior General, Reverend Brother John Kalarakal, for giving them every support and encouragement, and also to Brother Mariannan. I said I want to come to Trichy. I gave him 4 days. I had to visit these Rosarian convents and all that. My goodness, we did a marathon race, and the funniest part was both of us were given bed at night of this size to sleep. Whole day traveling, meeting the Rosarian nuns, then the sisters of St. Joseph of Lyons, all that. And I didn't know, not a wink of sleep. Early morning, 4 o'clock, we had to go. And we got up and went. I said, I'll sleep in the car. And then I asked Brother Mariannan, how did you manage? He said, what I do is, I push the bed a little further. There's 1 foot of space, so you can always turn. You won't come down. So you have space to move around. I learned it from him. The next time, I did it in Kandy. So this is how our friendship started. I'm ever grateful to the provincial or Sister Rosary, Sisters of Clooney, and sending their nuns here. And I'm ever grateful to you. And I am going to place a request to the Superior General. Now, tertiary education is a must. And we need to start colleges, like in India. And I had a chat with His Excellency the President, and he said immediately, get down from India and start. Then there is a problem of affiliating with the Grants Commission. He said, I'll do everything, don't worry. Once they come and start, they will do very well. So I'm requesting the Superior General to consider my request of starting a tertiary, and I will put up the building in Jaffna town. And if you can manage, I'll be very much relieved. So I would kindly request you to consider this request. And I'm ever grateful to Father Rex Constantine, one who pushed into this Montfort brothers and all that. அன்பார்ந்தவர்களே, இன்று இங்கே அல்லப்பட்டியிலே இந்த பெரிய பள்ளிக்கூடத்தை கட்டி இந்த மக்களுக்கு, யாழ்ப்பாண மக்களுக்கு பணியாற்ற வந்திருக்கின்ற இந்த மன்ஃபர்ட் பிரதர்ஸுக்கு நான் நன்றியுள்ளவனாக இருக்கின்றேன். அவர்களுடைய பள்ளிக்கூடங்களை பார்த்தால் இந்தியாவில் பயம்தான் வரும். இங்கே பிரதர் ஜோசப் தாமஸ் இருக்கிறார். அவரோடு போய் நின்று நான் அணக்காரா 2000 children, ஸ்கூல் பஸ்ஸே 12, அப்படியான பெரிய பள்ளிக்கூடங்கள் எல்லாம் இருக்குது. எல்லாத்தையும் பார்த்துட்டு நான் பேசாமல் வாரது, ஏன் எங்கள இடங்களையும் இப்படி செய்ய முடியாது. அப்படியால் இன்று அவர்கள் இங்கே இந்த இடத்திலே பல பிரச்சனைகள், கோவிட்-19 எல்லாவற்றையும் தாங்கி இதை செய்திருக்கின்றார்கள். இவருடைய விடாமுயற்சி, perseverance, is one thing I admire most. They never give up if you start. ஸோ அப்படியான ஒரு தொடர்ச்சியாக செய்து வந்து இதை நிறைவேற்றி இருக்கின்றார்கள். இது வளர்ந்து வர வேண்டும். பெற்றோர்களே, பிள்ளைகளே, உங்களுடைய முழு ஆதரவையும் கொடுத்து வெகு விரைவில் இவர்கள் ஹாஸ்டலும் துவங்குவார்கள். பாய்ஸ் ஹாஸ்டல், கேர்ள்ஸ் ஹாஸ்டல் எல்லாம் தூர நோக்கோடு பிளான் பண்ணி எல்லாம் செய்து கொண்டு வருகின்றார்கள். இவர்களுக்கு எனது நன்றியையும் பாராட்டையும் தெரிவிக்கின்றேன். மீண்டும் I wish to express my gratitude to the Superior General of the Montfort Brothers of St. Gabriel for coming here, gracing this occasion as chief guest and encouraging your brothers to continue their work. Also the provincials from 6 of the provinces coming here to encourage the efforts of Brother Maria Pragasam and his team. And I'm ever grateful to you, and how can I repay the Lord for his goodness to me and to my diocese. Thank you. God bless you.